Okay, we're live.
Hello.
Hello, David. How are you?
I'm great at Elugar at the moment.
So exciting. I've been seeing some of the photos and videos and stuff that you guys have been sharing. It looks amazing.
Oh, yes. Very nice. And we are ready to receive our first guests mid of March already. We are pre-opening the first part of the project.
That is so cool. So, if anybody watching now or later doesn't know, El Lugar is this beautiful resort that's being created, totally one of a kind in Costa Rica. And David's a big part of it. And yeah, wow. A gift of magnitude to the world, really. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. Definitely worth a visit. You can check us out, l-lugar.com. Doing some
Cool.
backdoor advertisement here.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, and it's funny because we're talking about investing, right? And you're doing a call coming up on investing in the stock market.
Yes.
And I actually invested in El Lugar, and I've invested in a lot of different things, and really have seen the gift that's it's been such a gift to my life. And I was listening this morning to like a create call that you had with the people that are part of the creation of this investing in the stock market call. And I wasn't able to be on it, but I heard the recording, and it was so great because you were like, okay, so why don't you guys have share trading accounts? Like, who here has an account? And I was like, I have an account, but I haven't bought any stocks. And I've actually made a lot of money in the stock market in my life at various times, like a lot.
Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun? Isn't it easy?
It's amazing. Like, I had Microsoft stock in the 90s, and it was just like the license to print money. It was really fun. I would like withdraw, and then my balance would just go back up, and then I'd withdraw, and then it would just go back up, and it was really fun. Um, but it was so great because I was looking at that and I was like, I've invested in El Lugar, I have gold, I have cryptocurrency, I have real estate, like I have all these different investments. And for whatever reason, I haven't taken a dive back into the stock market, and I actually have a retirement account that I need to actually buy some shares through. And I know the companies that I want to invest in. And it was so great to get a kick in the butt from you being like, come
You're very welcome.
yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing that really I wanted to talk to you about, because I've made investments that I did, and they went well, and then I've also known to make investments that I didn't make, that had I made them would have been massive for me, where my dad talked me out of it, or I talked me out of it, or I was afraid of the stock market or whatever. So, and you're really good at this stuff.
Yeah, well, I didn't have a trading account for years. I opened it 2 years ago, with this kind of, do I really, and don't want to lose anything? It is not secure, and you never know. And all my money went into real estate. But then I opened that share trading account. I bought some shares. Then they went a little bit down, and then they went up. It wasn't really moving. And I said, why bother? But then I started researching about things that I'm interested in, like lithium and electric cars, and what do they do once the batteries are old. And I found this company that's it's not really a startup, but they do. They have a technology, or about to patent it, to recycle lithium batteries.
Oh, wow.
So I looked up their shares, and it was a penny stock. It was for 0.8 cent, okay, which was
Not
next
even
to
penny.
nothing. And I got this ping, and I was like, wait a minute, I could just buy like 2-3 million of their shares for an amount of next to nothing. So I did, and it was fun. Okay, it was fun, and I was like, wait, this makes sense. And I was so willing to lose this money. It wasn't much. It was like $5,000-$6,000, and it got me so excited that I could buy so many millions of shares. And then I just left it, and I was, it's this kind of, okay, it's done. You go to the casino, you had a great night. 8 months later, I log into this account. They got this agreement signed and all of that. The share went up from 0.8 cent to 6 cent. And from overnight, without knowing, without anything, without working hard, I kind of, I don't know, quadrupled all that money. I was blown away, and I was, wait a minute, it's exactly that. Do it for the fun of it. Follow your knowing. Don't be vested in the outcome. And knowing works when you have this. And this is the invitation I want to be to everyone. You can all add this to your life.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't have to be a specialist. You don't have to know. I had no clue on any of that. I didn't do research. I was like, yeah, that sounds cool. I like that. And I was so excited to buy so many million shares. I could have bought 1 share or 2 shares of Apple or 5 million from that company. Now I'm going for the 5 million, which is not an investment banker's, base of making a decision, and see what showed up.
Yeah.
And I was like, if everybody had this ease and actually the possibility to actually buy the shares when they get this whisper or hit, they could just do it. And I also remember it was a nightmare for me to open the share trading account because it was complicated. And then I went like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm done with it. If it's complicated, if it means you have to go to the bank and sit for hours and file papers, just do it. It's one day. You invest in yourself and you have ease, endless ease for the rest of your life. And it will show you that don't back out. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Okay, just do it. And that's the energy that I added to my life. I allow myself way more now to follow my knowing. And when something occurs difficult, or when you go, oh, it's heavy, it's so complicated, you want to, okay, it's not meant to be. I was like, you know what? That doesn't apply to my life. I choose what I want. Meant to be, I crossed that out of my vocabulary.
I love that. That's great. That's so great.
That's my personal story with shares.
Yeah.
I thought if I could actually be a contribution to people to guide them through on how to open the account and how to technically buy it and where to find information. I had a friend who guided me through. I'm very grateful for him. We are now really going this. We meet every week, 10 days, and exchange. Did you find something new? Let's buy this. Let's play with this. It's fun. It's nice. It added so much to my life. And I thought, well, I could as well share it with everyone else. Maybe someone out there needs that person who guides them through, and then they get their shit done. And then we just move. Live off and have some fun on the stock market.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Well, and the kick in the butt was just that was what I needed. Like, just even hearing, I didn't even get to finish the whole meeting. I listened to like 10 minutes when I, before a call or whatever. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And I was looking at it because, there's a few things that you've said. One of them is that, it's basically like invest what is an amount that's fun for you that you can like, and I think that's really key with investing is like invest an amount of money that you can afford to lose. Like, so you're not like, I'm putting all of my money into this and it has to double in a month. Otherwise I'm screwed. That's not going to work,
It's play money, and $100 is enough. Okay. If one share is 1 cent, okay, why would you not buy a whole bunch of it just for the fun of it and then leave it alone? Okay. Let it grow, leave it alone. It's nothing to lose. You can only win, because if you lose it, you won't even notice because the amount is so small. That's how I look into it. At least at the beginning, this is how you start. But I can guarantee you, it's kind of this, once you like it, you will want more. But it also will increase this kind of, wow, I need more cash. This is so much fun. Let's make more money. It kind of, it completely feeds into the whole circle of gifting and receiving and creating the wealth you desire in your future. And shares is a great way to build future wealth when you look at the next 10, 15 years from now. Great thing. So I'm happy I found it. If you want to try it out or give it a try, and if it doesn't work for you, at least you've tried it, and don't live with this, oh my God, it's too complicated. A lot of people don't choose it because they think they are not smart enough, they don't have the education, it's too complicated. All of that is judgment and lack. But if you try it and then find out you don't like it, guess what? Then it is a choice. And all the lack energy where you think you can't because, scrap that, okay? Throw it overboard with it's not meant to be.
Right. Well, and as we say in Access Consciousness, choice creates awareness, so whatever you choose, you're going to have more awareness, whatever that is, whatever occurs with it. So you always win, because you're always going to have more awareness, whether you're like, well, that wasn't for me, or it was, or, and I look at some of the stocks that I wanted to buy over the years that I didn't, that I actually really knew something, and it's like, wow, if I had bought,
really?
I wanted to buy this, there was this little grocery store in town that was going public, and it was called it was called Wild Oats Market. And I was like, I want to buy stock in that company because I shop there. It just made sense to me. It was like, I shop there. It's a good company. They're going public, and my dad talked me out of it. And they eventually got bought by Whole Foods, who got bought by Amazon, So I've had a few things like that over the years where I let my dad talk, because my dad's a really brilliant investor in a different way. He's made a lot of money in the stock market. But I've given, I've made him the authority, it's like, so, I couldn't possibly know. He's surely got it right, and,
well, he does it his way, but what do you know that nobody else
exactly.
knows? And how can you connect? I mean, if you function if you know that the whole universe is based on energy, you can connect to stocks. You can get a sense of, will they grow?
Yeah.
Okay, is it a long-term investment? Is it a short-term investment? You can ask these questions.
Yeah.
It's incredible what you can actually, the information you can get out of asking these questions without going to the conclusion, I have to make this work. I have to research, I have to know. It's kind of allowing yourself to go from your head to your knowing and function from there, and then see what that creates.
Yeah, the tools of Access Consciousness are like a hack for everything, including this.
No, I know. Why would you not use it to your advantage?
Yeah, totally. Well, I'm really excited for the call. So it's a one-time call.
It's a one-time call. Yeah, it will be kind of, a little bit technical where to find, that what people avoid because it's too complicated, how you actually buy the shares and what are the options, how do you find it. There are some key numbers of every share where you can look into that give you an indication. So it's just an executive summary at first. Hey, it's actually easy, way easier than you thought. And if you want to play with it, you will have kind of your guidelines, where to look, where to find it, how to do it, and then just go. We're creating a platform, and then you just lift off wherever you want to take it.
That's so cool. That's awesome. So is there I don't even know the link. I should know the link for the call. Is there like a short link for it or something?
There is a link on my homepage, drdavidkubes.com, under my classes. But what I always say is, if you're really interested, why don't you find out? I mean, it's not really difficult to Google me, and we don't have to serve everything on a silver plate.
I love you, David. I love how you roll. If you want it, find it and join us.
Go find me.
Yeah. And when is it? It's
on Sunday. It's Sunday for United States in the afternoon. It's 7 p.m. CET, which will be noonish in the US.
Yeah, I think that's 10 a.m. Pacific time. Yeah,
more or less 10 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, 7 p.m. You can also find out about the time difference. There's a great app called Time Slider. So no excuse. Educate yourself. Find it out.
Get your butt there. Let's make some money.
Yes, exactly.
Have some fun. That's awesome. All right. Well, thanks, David. Thanks everybody.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.